Hi, today I'm going to be speaking about something that is really possibly inevitable in our parenting journey. This is about breaking bad news to our children. So, whether it's news about somebody, death of a loved one, a family member having a serious medical illness, or let's say separation or divorce. So, as a parent, our first instinct towards our children is to protect them from all harm and hurt. So, what usually happens is a parent may come up to me and say, should we really have to talk about this to our child? And how do we talk about this to our child? So, and as I always say, that children are wonderful emotional detectors. So, when we choose not to tell them some news, especially bad news, they can sense it anyway. And what might happen is that they will sense that something is going on, they will worry about it in their heads, and they may never choose to come and talk to us about it. So, then we are possibly complicating the problem further. So, what I usually say is let's be honest. So, if let's say it was about death of a grandparent, so I might say, look, you know that granddad was not feeling well for such a long time. We admitted him in the hospital, and today he became really, really sick. And this afternoon, he passed away and he's dead. I am so sorry. Allow them for some time to process this. And then what we may do is to allow for questions about it. So we might say that, if you have any questions about this, please feel free to ask me. So children may ask very difficult questions. So they may say, do you mean he will never come back? So we'll have to say, yes, he will possibly not come back. Will he never play with me again? Yes, Karna, I don't think granddad will come and play with you again. They may still be difficult questions which we can find ourselves not able to answer. So we might say, look, I need some time to think about this. I'll get back to you. So we must think about it, discuss it, and come back to the child and talk to them. When we're looking at a child who's less than 5, changes like this will cause disruption in sleep, disruption in appetite. We may see them as more clingy than before. So it's important to anticipate this and be there for them. Another way to help them cope through this is possibly to maintain a rhythm and routine. So, if a young child had a specific rhythm and routine before this happened, it's important to possibly keep the same time for sleeping and getting up, for eating, and for playtime as far as possible. This gives the child a sense of security. The next thing a child possibly may seek is a lot of reassurance. So, in that is one, validating emotions. So, a child may say, I'm so sad that granddad won't come back anymore. And to say, yes, I understand. It must be very sad. So, it's okay for children to feel these emotions. It's okay for them to express these emotions. The next thing they may seek is possibly to say, will you be okay? What if something happens to you? So here also we do not give false reassurance, but we might say, yes, I'm making all efforts to keep myself healthy. So I'm going to exercise, I will be eating right, I will go for regular checkups, and I'll make sure that I am as healthy as possible. So we reassure, but we do not give false reassurance. Apart from that, we are the emotional role models for our children. So we also show them how to regulate emotions. So it's okay for us also to sometimes share to say, I was really missing granddad today and I felt really bad. And to possibly also then go on to tell them how we dealt with our emotions. So to say that, I was feeling really bad. So then I spoke to my friends about it and I feel so much better. Or to say that I was looking through old photographs of granddad then. I thought about all the memories we had and that made me feel a little better. So we talk about our emotions. We also talk about how we regulated our emotions. So these are the set of things that help children go through this journey of hearing bad news but still being able to process it well. Sometimes this kind of events can be very difficult for the parent to take itself. So let's say it's separation or divorce or death of a spouse. This may be very difficult for the adult itself. So it's very important that the adult gets access to their own support networks so that they are able to share their grief, their sadness, their upsetting emotions with other people. And in case even then the adult is overwhelmed, then it's very important to get mental health professional support for the adult, because only when the adult is stable can children be stable. So summing up, breaking bad news to children is about being honest, giving them space to ask questions, providing reassurance but not false reassurance, and being good emotional role models to children. I hope this helped you. Thank you.